On today. Meanwhile, on the other side, in many ways, this is what they fought for over the last 3 seasons, to get back to this level. New owners, new players, new digs, if you will, for Mallorca. But this will not be easy today against the defending champions. Smiles all around in the stands and beyond. And you know what? Take Kubo. He should have been wearing Blaugrana. It didn't work out that way. And now with a little merengue underneath, he'll be wearing the Mallorca kit today. 18-year-old drawing attention from all over the world. Bill Shane alongside Ray Hudson, round 16 of La Liga Santander, winding down. Of course, there's still a little action slated to close out the round tomorrow, starting early. Eibar, Getafe, Betis Athletic, Valladolid, La Real. Crucial relegation battle between Leganés and Celta, then Osasuna, Sevilla to close things out. Ray, somehow Barcelona continues to lead La Liga, which would be the case if they can get the home win here today.
Well, the reality of it is, Phil, that this isn't the old Barcelona, and it never will be. As long as, well, probably he lives, there'll never be another Barcelona like the one that they always mirrored against. The great Guardiola team. That's gone, and it will never return. This is a good team. There's certainly a good football inside. Brilliantly inspired, of course, by the best player in the world wearing the number 10. And a multitude of other players all around Lionel that are just top class and promising to be world class. Some of them new arrivals as the king comes down. Lion, Lionel, only one in the jungle, and he is the man. Another Ballon d'Or for him to add to his treasure chest. But Mallorca come in a totally different situation. 17th place for Stevie Nash's team. They finished 5th in the 2nd division and showed great fight to get in the playoffs and into the creme de la creme. Just hovering above the relegation zone. And if they get anything out of this, of course, it'll be an inspirational springboard. But for Barcelona, the season is going to throw down a lot more bigger gauntlets than this one today.
Performance in Europe, but again, maybe just lacking a bit in their last league match. Good look at the referee, Jose Munuera Montero. A man named after a mountain towering over his compatriots. Inigo Prieto, Alfonso Bain colors. It hasn't quite worked out that way. Lionel Messi wearing the armband, and the man he'll be trying to beat like a drum for the next 90 minutes, Manolo Reina. 3 clean sheets for the veteran. You know what? I think if he wins a 7th, that is the rule. They might have to rename it and retire it. And here it comes with quite the entourage. You gotta love it.
Beautiful.
He's having fun.
Well, he had a wonderful season. He's following the camera, and
I think he wants to play.
Messi's herding cats. Can control a ball beautifully, but he can't control the kids going around. It's all proving too much.
By the way, Ansu Fati in the stands, not much older. Carlos Naval getting the honor for the 6th time to carry that off.
Canella.
Well, we'll
Took
talk about
something
it.
special to beat Virgil van Dijk, no question about it. It was very, very close. Just a handful of votes separating the great Dutchman as the Japanese international looks on and thinks if he can ever touch the ankles of that man. And he's a good player, young Kubo.
The ball rolling, the Blaugrana from the left to the right, all white with a little red trim. The Islanders from Mallorca, and Messi already working on his 7th, popping it back to Busquets, who is just back from suspension and not quite back to his stellar best. There is a question how much longer Sergio has in the middle. Frankie de Jong coming in and doing quite well. Rakitic also being pulled back out of mothballs in recent weeks. De Jong for Suarez. Poked free. Salva Sevilla, the veteran midfielder.
Good inviting run on that far side by Junior Firpo, but not able to be found by Suarez. Another player who had a tremendous game for me. Last time out was Sergio Roberto. There's his critics and his cynics out there, but many better players against Atletico Madrid. Always ultra reliable and always called upon. Just like that. There you go.
Danger. Messi and his pass blocked just at the edge of the 18. 9 goals, 5 assists for Messi. Suarez finally got his first assist of the season on that winner against Atletico. And again, for a man who had almost as many assists as Messi in recent years, that's a bit of a surprise, but he does have 7 goals this season. Off to the near side and poked away.
Good bit of chemistry adjustments going on for Barcelona this season, and all the players coming out and defending Antoine Griezmann in terms of how long it takes. He's in here.
Edge and just tackled away at the last moment.
A lovely touch from Takefusa Kubo there. That's a lovely play.
Griezmann outside of the boot, in stride for Sergio Roberto. Messi with space. That sounds dangerous. And he makes some more. And again, but just pushed wide nicely by Sastre, who has a little extra emphasis at the end. This will swing in. Messi launching it long. Reina thought about it. Nodded back to the middle. The silver-haired Sevilla getting it out of danger. Messi again. Drags to his left around Kubo. Read well.
Nicely.
Griezmann.
Oh,
Just too much.
just gets underneath it. I think he's trying to put it on a plate for Gerard Piqué, and maybe the ball just raised up off of the ground. We'll see it from here when it comes back. Well won by Longley, and then a lovely give and go. And yeah, just a little bouncer in front of him, but there's a lovely give and go from Takefusa Kubo. Got to be brave and take their opportunities. As few and far as they will be, there's certainly got some good marksmen that can hit the target and work to Stegen. And Ante Budimir and Kubo, Dani Rodriguez. When I say take the opportunity to test Ter Stegen and not try to be too fine with their strikes to goal.
Sevilla wide.
Good pressure from Barcelona.
Sastre all the way back.
Good ball.
Driving in De Jong.
That's a good.
Griezmann headed clear by Valiant.
De Jong's ball there for Griezmann, just played behind him instead of leading him forward. Interesting matchup with Take Kubo against Junior Firpo on that far side. Intriguing little subplot. Switches on, delivered.
Carries all the way over. Here's Kubo. A few whistles.
A few.
Ball sails just touched away. Sergio Roberto slices between the two
Nearly
attackers.
silences this whistles and all the boo birds, and picks out a Messi-esque pass, nothing less. It's a diamond of a ball, and wonderfully intended for Dani Rodriguez. And again, as Sergio Roberto puts out the fire. What a ball from the 18-year-old Real Madrid property, Take Kubo.
And again, we'll get into the particulars. It wasn't exactly his choice to leave Barcelona, but it was his choice where to come back. Sevilla into the middle, loose inside, and it's deflected wide. Golden chance for Valiant.
A beautiful ball struck from the corner and just beats Longley, falls into a beautiful area. Look out!
Slips through, scrambling back Reina, Griezmann in, Reina out, up and over, and to the back of the net it goes.
Ah, there's your tempest of talent, French style. Cool! There's Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock. It's a beautiful release, and he wants the assist. But this is all Griezmann, Antoinette's fabulous ball, and the lads having a good old laugh, but Griezmann takes it all into account, draws Manolo Reina out. They're very, very fortunate to get away with that, and then immediately they're off like a teenager in a hot rod with a beautiful ball from Marc-Andre Ter Spider-Man. Griezmann sees the running square ball for Suarez and says, I see you, I don't need you. Cool as a polar bear's backside here. A wonderful sand wedge operating out of the bunker. And he makes it look easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So, guess what? As Ter Stegen has to worry about this challenge, and a foul just outside the area.
Excellent play again by Kubo.
Yellow
and
against Roberto.
And it should be. He's saying it's his first. It's got nothing to do with it. I thought this was an intentional foul. A player who's been flawless, but he's got a tiger by the tail and there's teeth at the other end. There's a certain foul. It's not just the first time. He tries to fight through it, Messi style, and that's probably been ingrained to him. And La Masia, of course, on how to fight through challenges like that, illegal or not. You keep your feet, you drive on. And the referee awards the free kick justifiably and the yellow apparel to Sergi.
Get back to the Ter Stegen note in a moment. Sevilla dangerous on free kicks. Knocked back towards the spot, not exactly the direction Raillo wanted. And they will retreat.
I sense a statistic coming.
That is the second assist this season for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, who has moved up into a tie for fourth for Barcelona.
Knew it was coming.
Remember the one he had to Suarez, which might have been even more intentional, but this one, it's something you've talked about for years, Ray, to your players and to the listeners out there. There are times to pass to feet, there are times to pass to space. That was a time to give Griezmann room to run.
For sure, and a wonderful delivery. And I tell you what, give another assist to the ball boy behind that goal, who gave it to Marc-Andre quickly, or maybe it was just one of the lads waving the flags behind there. But either way, it were truly releasing the hounds, and Griezmann did wonderfully well.
Well, remember that Tottenham ball boy got to go out with the players. We'll find out maybe the next Barca home game against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Ball from Firpo in past Suarez. Nice
ball.
Touch, Busquets.
Beautiful touch.
Messi drags around Kubo. You kind of sense that went on the training ground for a while. Roberto in, flicked away. Loose inside, nice from Rakitic.
Messi was going to just take on Kubo there, but Salva Sevilla came and was nice insurance policy, and Messi turned away from it, kept the ball with his team. Nicely.
Suarez tries to split, Valiant in the way.
And Fran Games, I think it was, had got to it in the end for Mallorca. Don't get much finer than that.
Skips through, cutting back Rodriguez.
Mallorca playing some nice football though, aren't they? Modestly bunched up team. Nice wizened old veterans as well, and the grey-haired Sevilla here. Steve Nash, of course, the celebrity, part owner of this club. Mr. Splash.
Could use a nice dish or two today. Of course, Sevilla capable of it.
Lovely turn.
Through and almost to Messi.
Good connection there. Well defended. Slovakian international. Oh.
It's through for Roberto, just touched by Sastre. Quickly taken again.
Good dress rehearsal this for the travel to Milan, where they will take on Internazionale, and again that Inter are really looking to get the full 3 points out. That'll be a real test for Barcelona. Conte's team playing very well.
And the next match on the road in Donostia against fourth place Real Sociedad. That won't be easy.
Yeah. And the big one comes around the corner. Of course.
Nice.
Classical.
De Jong. Messi. Wide. Firpo back for Messi. Poked away by Baba. Rakitic. Suarez.
Nothing.
Goes through the legs of Raillo, but he can't crawl through himself.
Beautiful overlap.
Sergi in, Sastre out, corner kick.
Juan Sastre, 22-year-old, reads it nicely here, and Suarez well covered in the interior as well, had the ball even got through.
Wide for Roberto. For Semedo injured as well. That's one of the reasons, when all of those players have been out, that Barcelona might not have been clicking on all cylinders. Fati injured, Arthur out, ball in for Messi, out comes Reina. Semedo, Alba and Dembele also missing. Nice from Rakitic, maybe something that's been missing in recent weeks. De Jong. From an angle, Griezmann blocked away by Games.
Not sure who Antoine's going for here, whether it's Gerard Piqué or even Rakitic, but again, Mallorca just doing enough in their cover, staggering their coverage as well, making it tight. Or even Messi, there's been a few situations where his first defender, he knows he can get past with the first ball, but Mallorca doing a good job covering for one another.
We need to stay focused. Quarter hour in, flicked by Busquets and denied his second goal of the season.
Lovely corner kick, nice angled header as well. Easy pickings for Reina. Nicely dealt with though.
Another in-swinger. Kubo over just in case. Ball across and Reina grabs it with ease. So with that goal, Barcelona has jumped back above Real Madrid. Level in differential, but 5 goals to the good. But that just setting the stage again for what could be a crucial Clásico. Meanwhile, for Mallorca, they would hold at 17, but if Celta Vigo gets the victory tomorrow, they'll be taking on Leganés on the road. Mallorca would fall into the drop zone. Still a long way to go.
Good ball.
Messi. On Sastre. Busquets.
Again.
Griezmann.
Nicely.
Messi.
Unique footballer, not just a goal scorer, Phil, but a unique talent. Scores from all over the place. A lovely ball played out for Antoine, but who expected this to turn and then the shape of this? The angle is oblique, but the chances of stopping this oblique.
You say no one expects it. That almost looks by design. Griezmann over, and Messi was just waiting for that ball. You can talk, there's no chemistry between the two. They're looking pretty good today.
It's still down to the one wearing the 10 though, Phil. I can imagine Messi in his spare time probably imagines new colours. He imagines different things to different in a footballing spectrum. The likes of is just beyond comprehension. The desolation of comprehension trying to describe Messi. That is another great example. Stupefyingly magnificent as he navigated in a different way. It can only be described as Messi-esque.
10th goal of the season, 4th assist for Griezmann, who now has an assist to go with his goal. And I was going to say, just like that, this game can change. Kubo trying to change it back. We should think back to Take Kubo, part of that recruiting gate, if you will, that cost Barcelona a couple of transfer windows. Chipped up and wide of Ter Stegen's net, close for Rodriguez.
Good effort. Wonderful style about it. It's not too far away. And that's an applaudable effort. That is applaudable effort. And Messi did it from twice the distance, at twice the angle, with a moving ball that was just truly painted like a Surat dot into that top corner. and no chance for the defender or the goalkeeper. All he needs is that space, and then it all seems to come together.
Kind of interesting. Looks like my design, Vicente Moreno, has moved Kubo over to that far side. I think they realize now they need some goals, so don't risk tiring him out trying to defend Messi. Ball rolled all the way back. Raillo lets it run. Kubo joined La Masia at 10 years of age, and he was supposed to grow up to be one of those scoring stars, maybe that next Suarez we keep talking about. But because FIFA came in and said you can't do that because of the recruiting rules and the like, players like Kubo, players like Ben Letterman, the young American, who in many ways still trying to find his feet in Belgium. But Kubo stayed hot, goes to Tokyo, and then when his contract is ready and his birth certificate as well, Real Madrid comes calling. That's why the whistles are from the Barca fans today. Busquets.
He's got a great career ahead of him, but every time he comes to this place, it'll be the same.
Drags it for Roberto, keeps it alive. Cleared away Raillo.
Pull back for Rakitic, was begging there, and Sergi knows it. And he knows it all right. He'll say his apologies. Well inviting run for Messi to find him, and he had the square ball on for Griezmann, but the better ball was the pullback for Rakitic.
De Jong. Kubo coming over on all of those set plays as he makes that long migration back. This match brought to you in part by Geico. Messi again. Kubo tries to close. Firpo. Nice. Suarez nicer. In for Piqué, and the snap header right down Main Street.
Messi's calling him off, and Gerrard hears him, but he cannot resist the free open header, cannot angle it away from Manolo Reina. He'll be getting an earful from Shakira, I think, tonight.
Spotting the run of Roberto, tries to drop it back and then finds a new wrinkle. It's Messi. Almost blocked away by Gomez.
There's a great example there of what they expect out of Messi. Frankie de Jong takes off like a jackrabbit on a hot date because he knows Messi can get it through to him.
Left for Messi, flipped to the middle. Gomez over in time. It's like watching jazz in front of our eyes. Busquets with a bass riff. And just plucked away by Reina. Rakitic steals it back. Messi off the chest. And he just misses the run. We've talked about games where Barcelona has stumbled to victory. This is not one of them.
Well, the indications were there in the Atletico Madrid game. That's all they were, though, indications, because Atletico played so well that first 20 minutes. Barcelona were resilient and gave this man the chance to win it, and he did. And again, take a look at this beautiful rat-a-tat-tat Gatling gun style. This time he picks his spots. He picks the square of the net that he wants to hit. And Alva Sevilla will remember that until his dying day. He had the best look of it at all. That was a celebration. The best one was Diego Simeone when Messi scored that incredibly dramatic winner against Atleti, and Simeone turned away and started applauding. It wasn't just because it was his countrymen either. Just as we saw Ernie Valverde there. What can you do? Alien that is Messi.
20 minutes left to go in the half. Well, they're trying to make ET again. I don't think they'll be able to make Messi again.
Well, Christmas just around the corner, of course, and that goal would make Scrooge smile.
Just shy of Firpo. Bursting out is Kubo with the whistles from the crowd keeping pace.
Is it Longley that gets it? Griezmann were both tracking this wonderful, talented footballer down here. Lovely little touch, seeing his options, seeing his players. Lovely little dink past Longley, and it is Longley.
Sevilla back. Baba. Take a look at the injured players. Junior Lago unavailable. That could have been helpful. Agbenienou normally on that back line, suspended for the match. Sevilla drives it in. Suarez in good position. Griezmann to Messi, who's taken down. Well, Ray, Ballon d'Or awarded this week, but it wasn't the only time Lionel Messi was in the news. I know retirement isn't a four-letter word, but for many Barca fans it is. And he talked about the fact time is coming. Valverde echoing that, but we could be talking 2, 3, 5 years before he leaves Barcelona.
Doubt it'll be 5. I think 2 to 3 will be the calling day.
He's still scoring 50 goals a year, though. Wide for Roberto. And he's passing like that. And that! Oh! Suarez denied by the post.
We're all denied by the post. Any lover of football is denied by the post. Amazing football from Barcelona. Again, it's Messi that shows the way, shows the path. And unlucky Suarez. A beautiful delivery for Sergio Roberto on Lionel. And Suarez did everything right. Rapier sharp, and this crowd sensing it now. Wonderful football.
Ball back for De Jong.
When they play at that speed, that quickness, that's where it all comes together. That is Barcelona football. Barca Lego all fits together beautifully. The speed and the accuracy.
Firpo, Suarez dummies. Messi cut out by Sevilla defensively.
This crowd sensing it and recognizing that wonderful play again. Yeah, watch this ball. First time, it's onside. Beautiful put back, lovely control by Suarez, and then that extra touch to caress it. And here you see Antoine having a good old time, free as a bird in the park, but then he's got this to finish the equation off. And Antoinette's. Oh yeah.
Chance 3v3. Sevilla scrambling back. Finds Messi across from Suarez back to Messi. And Reina denies.
Wonderful from Manolo Reina here. The ex-gymnastic man comes off and he's reading the pass on its way. And he's seeing the train coming into the station. It's Lionel. and he races off and attacks that space. That's wonderful goalkeeping.
Reina calling for help.
Talk about
and it will be offside before any foul.
the retirement of Lionel Messi, a good few years down the road, but this place will not be the same. He'll look for the next great shiny thing, but it will be generations before we see a player like Lionel Messi. Make no mistake. Talk about all the emerging talents from France and from Portugal. Some wonderful footballers. There will be newly found talent, undeniably, but there'll never be another one like him, this number 10. Well, if there was an earthquake at Camp Nou, the birds would follow Messi.
Back for Ter Stegen. Young splits the two.
Aye, aye.
Messi, Griezmann falls for Messi, flicks it up, and I guarantee everyone thought it would come back down.
Firpo made a wonderful long bursting run for Lionel, who ignores him and goes for Antoine Griezmann. The connection continued.
And it's through for Suarez, takes the touch.
Ooh, penalty!
Run down from behind by Raillo. But they're going to say the ball had gotten away. Well, we'll take a look at the video. Not sure what the ref saw.
Time, this looks like a pen. Nope. Optical illusion. Take a look from this angle.
The touch.
Contact is made there with his leg. He tries to keep his balance, but the ball's getting away from him. There's a slight touch. I thought it was more obvious than that, and the referee called it right. Respect to him. Not too much of an argument either immediately after from Suarez, who tried to raid through it. Well played again.
Hard hit. Busquets up quickly. Okay. Over for Longley. Slips as he delivers. Still finds Sergio Roberto.
Firpo's been making some really nice, available little darting runs. They certainly are inviting, but it's opening up other areas for his teammates, even when he's not supplied, and that is a good sign in and of itself.
Back for Rakitic. The screws tightening even more. Messi. Good read, Kubo. Rodriguez trying to get around Piqué.
Challenge from Busquets.
Budimir strips. Just behind the run.
Aye, aye.
Gifted back.
Space here.
Suarez. Inside is Griezmann. Tries it himself. Blocked by Gomez. And the fans still haven't forgotten. Ooh, nice cut to the inside around Longley. Help on the right. Rodriguez looking. Dishes for Gomez. Back to the middle. And Sevilla chugs over. As Sastre. Now it will go to the left back. You're not going to have many breakaways against Barca. Need to take advantage. 10 minutes left in the half. Nice from Sevilla, carried into the box, a chip over and in. Ante Budimir. What a goal.
Fabulous from the Croatian under-21 international. This beautiful angle. And he's only got one way, and that's to take the rainbow route. And he does, and there's a pot of gold at the end of it. It's a fine ball from Sevilla. Does it take any sort of deflection from Longley? Yeah, and that's why it takes that bloop over the top. Unlucky for Longley. And you see that dynamic finds its way in and over to Stegen, who's helpless. Nothing he can do. Fabulous ball from Salva Sevilla. And that's the genesis of that goal. A lovely dart thrown into that area for Ante.
Messi grabbing his shin in pain. Sastre over to apologize. Budimir's fourth goal, first assist for Sevilla. And it was a Steve Nash-like one, but they'll need another. Fans wanted a card. Moreno trying to stoke the flames a bit. And Messi's got a little gas of his own. With the goal and now that little altercation, maybe, just maybe, Barcelona off the boil a bit. Maybe not.
You don't want to be throwing gasoline on the fire like that with Messi, because he's got a wonderful way of responding. That must have been some rather barbed words delivered by Vicente Moreno, because usually Messi will just ignore or trying to explain it there.
Bit of a journeyman as a player out of the Valencia system, but he was the one that got Mallorca up quickly from the third division.
Yeah, 2 consecutive promotions for Vicente Moreno. Did a wonderful job with a limited checkbook and limited talent back in La Liga with Mallorca.
Messi grabbed by Reina.
It's all going off here. Dani Rodriguez getting it in with Suarez.
And Reina not happy the ref blew the whistle, because he thought there was a breakaway, but Munuera, sensing this game could be boiling out of control. Ooh, little naughty. 40th minute. By the way, talk about getting promotion. As a veteran player, almost at the end of the line, did the same, captaining Jerez to their La Liga debut. So he knows what it takes to get here.
That was his club, wasn't it?
Yeah. Can he keep them here when it comes to Mallorca?
Nearly 400 games for Jerez. Obviously a good coach, a good man, and a loyal man, but Messi won't be on his Christmas list.
Nice try by Febas, the 23-year-old midfielder.
Another ex-Real Madrid lad.
Rakitic measured his run forward.
Good ball.
Finds Messi looking for the corner, and you won't like him when he's angry.
Well, he's gone over and taken a good look at Vicente Moreno here, but now it's Messi. Sometimes, you know, he's like a rat that's caught in a trap. He feels it, he just doesn't accept it. And then he produces magic, nothing less. Messi again, he's like a cat. You don't know where he's hiding, but he'll come out and he'll find you. Brilliant. Again, the absolute beauty and the essence of every single element that we love about football. And tell me there'll be another like him. Never.
I'm sticking with 5 years, Ray.
I hope it's 55.
And also getting to your earlier point, there are some players who, if you can crawl under their skin, get thrown off. But Messi is one who more often than not focuses and intensifies his efforts.
I'm not looking at you, Phil. Wonderful words, great sentiment. I'm just thinking of poor Vicente Moreno there down in that technical area. My fault, lads. I shouldn't have said what I said.
And here they come again. Suarez, a little stumble.
He couldn't pass the Griezmann because he was offside.
Lifting it back to the middle. A lunging clearance by Valiant.
Great run. You see Suarez saying his apologies to him, but he needed to dish that ball off at the first touch. Once he took the other one, Antoine was caught in between the devil and the deep blue offside.
De Jong. Quick step up by Baba. Laid off Roberto. De Jong. Back heel! Oh!
The art of Barcelona! The sheer brilliance! They're experimenting with the game again! And again, they put it all together and the finish is nothing less. The genius, beautifully set up by the Dutchman. And they keep on connecting it the way only Barcelona can. Like they're experimenting with the game. Wonderful give and go. Here, Frankie does brilliantly in this turn with this pass. Keeps on running. Dagger ball presented from Suarez. And it's not just a back heel, it's a back heel chip. He gets his spoon out and gives it a big dollop the way only he can. This magnificent goal is the art of slow football in that last second. But the Gatling gun passes were amazing. And that is beyond world class. That is beyond description. Barcelona at their absolute pinnacle, at their absolute best. Coming out with rainbow football.
And looking for a mano in the first half. Griezmann denied. Player down behind the play. Fans still so focused, they whistle Kubo up by 3. Laid back for the Japanese youngster, but Busquets from the ground tackles it away, and now Piqué wants to get some. Fortunate bounce continuing his run. Moving into that center channel. 30
this
seconds
crowd
left.
still in disbelief at the beauty of the Barcelona football and the exquisite nature of that finish. One of the greatest goals you will ever see.
Piqué trying to shield it down.
Is a paradigm of everything that is exceptional in our game. The understanding of player to player, the understanding of the continuing run, the reading of that run from other players, the delivery of the quickness and the sharpness of the passes, and then there's a vault like Fort Knox to be opened from an impossible angle when he's facing away from goal, and Luis Suarez again doesn't just beat Manolo Reina, he Hannibal Lecters him with a work of art that should be hung up in the Louvre as an example of what world-class finishing is. A true Mona Lisa finish.
Messi, a little push inside. Suarez wanted more, but the referee bringing this one to a merciful close for Mallorca. The Balearics getting tipped over in a half that's heard all the way to Madrid. 4-1 Barca.